because Ivy has to liberate all the plants. Yeah. All of them. All of the plants. But I think, talking about limits, I think that's the thing about DC in general is that it's a land of gods and monsters in a way that, it has to take itself seriously because the scale is so terrifying.
It's always the world is at an end potentially if this goes wrong.
Or, the scale. Because the thing is, like, Gotham, we've talked a little bit about No Man's Land. But what was so scary about Gotham is that you do invest in these people. Like, because Batman cares about them, you care about them.
Good. Here's off now.
Good. Let's test him out.
No, I'm still up.
Uh-oh, you guys.
So remember when I said that whole vertical takedown, the inverted takedown thing gets countered eventually? Welcome to that point in the game.
What?
I need a way out of here. I may have fucked this room up already by accident.
It happens. Oh. Blow up all the things.
No, they blow up once you trigger them. That's what I was trying to remember if these were the ones that were triggered or you had to keep moving because of. And they're the ones you have to keep moving because of. But you have to do fun things like this.
I'm moving around.
Very un-Batman-like combat.
Honestly, one of the things I do really like about these levels is that they are about depth and levels, and it it feels a little bit like paintball in a good way.
As a big fan of paintball, I can confirm that they do occasionally feel like paintball. I don't remember these being this early on in the game, and that might just be something I'm not remembering from when I last played the game. Or maybe being kind of annoyed that these didn't show up sooner in some regards. They showed up like for the last level or something silly.
So that if left long enough, those plants mutate and give off poisonous spores that with prolonged exposure shuts down the nervous system. So, I knew there was something.
Ah, thigh hold. Well played, Bats.
Another fantastically exploitable moment. Anyways, me trying to remember how to do this room again aside.
Yeah, I was really enjoying the vaguely Nolan music.
Yeah.
I love the Nolan music.
He does music well.
There's nothing quite like, I feel like it's the best workout music. It's just be like, I'm the person that the world needs right now. Someone made a bunch of jokes
about how they would like drive around with the Batman music on because it made everything feel epic, like going for groceries.
Yeah.
Immediately epic.
You can grate if you need to.
Hmm?
Oh.
Nope. So, remember back at the beginning of the game I said I was going to upgrade all of my armor and not care about a bunch of other things? This is why, because at least in this one, you can melee beast your way out of a bunch of circumstances you shouldn't be able to by any measure of any measure of concept.
Yeah, you smart. Get him! Oh, shit. I have to say, the contrast in Charlie and my playstyles for this game is sort of striking to me because I get a little scared of melee. I really like the stealth mode on this game. just because I also love the grates. Like, I love it when he pops out of grates. And
Yeah, the grates are good. And maybe it's that this one you can do this and the other two you can't. I just really enjoy being the melee, brutal Batman, if that makes any silly sense. Because you can get away with it in this one. You cannot do that in the other two games.
Well, yeah, because
especially the second one.
Yeah, the guns get scarier.
That they do.
But I love the great takedown is probably my favorite takedown in the game.
No, it's a good takedown. I'll give you that.
Because, I mean, it might not be the most Batman takedown, because that's definitely the inverted one, just because it's like, I am vengeance, I am the night.
I am hiding in a grate.
Yeah. Well, it's because, like, yeah, like, it's not very, very Batman to be, like, crawling through grates and through air vents.
We made fun
like...
of this a couple of times already. Alright, let's get to this.
Cryptographic sequencer. The thing I do worry about with the cryptographic sequencer is, like, I know there are people that can't do the vibration. Like, people who have to turn off the vibration on video games because it, like, triggers something like epilepsy or something. And I just, like, how does this work otherwise? I guess it just doesn't.
No, the light's on the screen.
Oh, that's smart.
You don't have to have the haptic feedback enabled for it. I think it makes it much easier to do. Like, I can probably do most of those without looking at the screen. That one I was having a little bit of a problem with at the end for some weird reason because I couldn't quite get the spot for it. Because my right thumb was probably a tad off as opposed to my left one. But I believe we have a Scarecrow moment coming up now.
I hear some creepy Scarecrow music.
Yeah, I need to stop ruining the Scarecrow moments when they happen.
Ooh.
This is actually my favorite Scarecrow moment in the entire game. Because I'm man enough to say it, the first time I saw it, it got me. I thought the game was crashing and shit was going to hell. And then this happened. And I came to my senses.
You were right, Mr. J. Classic motorcades with delusions of grandeur. Cuckoo.
Oh look, it's our old friend Zask. Again.
Oh, and Scarface on the screen.
Yep.
As Warden Sharp. Now, Charlie, for the kids that are at home, you're playing Joker right now, right?
I am playing Joker
You
right
are
now.
moving Joker.
So yeah, I can make Joker move about. I'm indeed playing Joker.
Hey, sweetum.
And what some of you may not know is that there was actually a Joker challenge map with this one if you bought this from the right store. But you play some of the kind of brawling sessions as the Joker, which was a big deal to some and didn't really matter that much to me.
Ever. Just be quick. He's not looking too good.
No, he's not. We really should feel sorry for him. He never fully got over his parents' death. It left him quite insane. What is going on inside your head, Wayne? He's gone. Just a twisted shell of a man.
Cut me free!
He's all yours, Joker.
Oh, goody. Come on, Mr. J. We're ready.
I've waited a long time for this, Bats. Let's start the party with a bang.
This was also part of my favorite because I thought I messed up there. Nice little touch with the insane Batman.
There are more.
Yep, there are 3 Batmans. kind of paranoid, delusional Batman, psychosis Batman.
Actually, can you go back to the other one to the left for a second?
This one?
No, to the right now. Just because dad ass, you guys.
That was coming soon, so I guess you had to do that eventually.
The badass, though.
Yeah. And yes, that's Batman eating
a rat. Nailed it, Batman.
Alright, I do have my gadgets.
What are you doing, little bat?
Because it really is actually my favorite of the Scarecrow moments in the game because of that little kind of cheap little jump scare they had at the beginning of, your game is broken and now you will fail. There we go.
You failed.
See how far back it kicks me.
Suffer.
I think from a meta. Okay. Do I have to say badass again?
So let's talk about this as the Scarecrow section is, because it really is my favorite Scarecrow section in the game because of it messing with the gamers. Like, it was a rare, self-aware video game moment, if that makes any sense. That likens back to, I think it was, at one point, Resident Evil had an ad campaign, actually, where they had the trailer bust out of the trailer box or something like that. I think it was on Game Trailers or something like that. And it was a fun little breaking the fourth wall without ruining the spirit of the game, if that made any sense.
Well, yeah, I think that's the real interesting thing about video games as a medium is that you can get away with playing with the interactivity of it in a really innovative way.
Hey, we stopped at not doing shit. No screwball fighter cool. Recent successes with
Oh god, I love Scarface.
He's a good character.
personality, if I ever saw one, have cemented our reputation as a pioneering slaughterhouse. Our head of research, Dr. Crane, has made no
Pioneering Slaughterhouse.
body seems to
I think one of the big moments.
There are times I wish this was just straight up side-scrolling, and this is one of them.
Forever.
When I first heard the Joker aimed to take over this bug house, like many of us, I thought he was crazy. When he outlined his vision of a hospital dedicated to ensuring inmates remain loopy for as long as possible, I thought he was wacky. When he held me down and Razor cut a new smile onto my face, situated
That was a mistake.
in Gotham Bay, we stopped at not to ensure no screw.
Okay, how do I do this?
Recent successes with Bruce Wayne.
Alright, come look at me.
Split personality, if I ever saw one, have cemented our reputation as a pioneering.
Oh, I got it now. It's silly of me for not getting it sooner.
I'm just enjoying the
Our good friend.
our good friend Scarface,
Yeah.
who I've always loved as sort of a very 40s reference.
Well, he references in the most Batman insane villain way kind of thing. He's one of the few crossovers between the Batman crime aspect and the Batman mentally unstable aspect of that.
Well, and the gimmick.
Yeah. No, it's a great concept, especially for a villain in Batman, because it hits both on the same level, and it's got that same kind of cartoony child's play thing a bunch of his other villains have going on in a very distorted way, in my view.
Well, because I think the thing, like, again, gimmick villains in Batman, or just gimmick villains in Golden Age and Silver Age comics are very, very important because of the comics code.
Sure. Is he one of the old from the Golden Age comics carryovers and stuff like that?
Scarface?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the earliest ones that I know.
Sure.
And I think... Now I just want Batman to turn into a chicken.
I don't think he does in this.
Oh, that would be cool, though.
It'd be a lot of things.
Because the textural details here are really, really... Oh, and we have... There's the bat signal, guys.
There we go.
A little more. Tell me what demons do you have left to meet. Shall we see?
So this actually is one of my favorite versions of the Scarecrow, where he's actually stalking you through the entirety of the asylum, or so it seems. Like, he's keeping up on you when the fear gas kicks in, and then gets you again.
I will rush things this time. I want to see every moment of your terror.
I'm not quite sure why we get Jason the Argonauts for the fight with him, but that's a separate topic.
I mean, it's an interesting question because, again, in the origin story, what they're doing in the theater before they get to Crime Alley has sort of changed over the years.
Yeah.
You're fighting back.
Oh, yes. And so everybody knows the ventriloquist is a throwback 80s monster.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good to know. And
Oh,
for
it's
those
a-
confused, this is a Titan.
If you couldn't tell by his weird Triceratops thing.
Yeah.
That he's very much about old movies.
Yeah.
And noir feel.
For some reason, I was under the impression that the rules had always had to be Zorro or something, but doesn't seem to be the case, or so I'm learning.
Well, it's usually, I mean, because Zorro, I mean, he is based on Zorro. Zorro,
Yeah.
in sometimes can
Whoa,
be...
Batman's totally based on the Grey Ghost.
Yes, but the most obvious reference you can make, I mean, he's a masked rich man who...
I'm sorry, I just had to make the I know some stupid comic book lore moment.
There's actually a super cute Grey Ghost Batman team up. I think in Batman Brave and the Bold.
I think it's also in the animated series with the actor from...
Oh no, it is animated series.
Yeah.
That's just makes me have all the feels because isn't it Adam West? I think it's Adam West.
It
is
might
the Grey
be he's
Ghost.
doing the voice or something.
Yeah. Adam West.
You've ingested enough toxins to drive dead men insane. What are you? Why fight it?
I'm Batman.
You're as crazy as the rest of us. You need us as much as we need.
I mean, the correct answer.
And to prove it, I'll flood the catacombs with enough fear gas to break the minds of everyone in Gotham for 100 years.
You do that.
You do that. The correct answer was not I am Batman. It is I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Fair enough. I'm sorry I got that one wrong, Lil.
It's really important
I understand.
because that's literally one of the best moments in the Paul Dini. Is he goes, "You are not my father, and I am not scared. I am vengeance. I am the night."
Yeah, one of the few good moments, though.
In Batman the Animated Series?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the terrible older movies.
Oh, no.
Thanks for opening the way for us, Scarecrow. That was mighty swell of you.